Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Oh my god, what am I saying? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Aries. I'm your today's online BFF. Yes, and if you're not new here, and if you are my return subscribers, thank you so much for clicking my video again and again and again and again. Thank you so much. Alright, so by the way, I just finished my work right now because I know it has been a very long time for me since I take a video for myself, like and have conversations. Because it was a really busy week for me because I have to deal with the quarter review planning and also our quarter forecast and all the forecasting for our sales, mainly for our construction software and all, because our principal is coming over to our office, so I need to prepare and focus, but hopefully it turns out well, which is next week Thursday I'm gonna present. All right, so okay, so today we gotta talk about something. All right, it is about doing something that you love every single day is a good thing, and you know what, it is a win. Doing something that you love every single day, that's a win actually, because you know what is sad, the saddest part is some people spend their entire lives like waiting for permissions to enjoy being alive, and that's kind of sad actually. They wait until they're successful, until they're prettier, maybe until they have like more money, until everyone like approves of them. They just keep waiting, and one day they wake up realizing that they survived life, I guess, but they never truly live it. Oh, by the way, just don't mind my towel because I hang my towel on my doorknob. Back to the topic. Because, one day, I'm pretty sure that you or someone else out there, like, they wake up and realizing that they never truly live it. They never truly live their life. Because somewhere along the way, they stop doing the things that they love, that make their soul feel alive. If you love drawing and you stop, some people, or maybe it's, most of you, some of you like love to play games, and it has been packed with schedule lately, so you don't play games anymore. Something that make your soul alive, something that you really love to do. So this is a reminder for you. Doing something that you love every single day is actually a win for you. Okay, you need to remember that. Okay, not someday, not when life like becomes perfect. I mean now, because you see, I think society has convinced so many people that their worth is tied to productivity. If you're constantly busy, exhausted, overworking, hustling, then somehow you're valuable. But the moment that you rest, the moment that you enjoy yourself, the moment that you create something just because you love it, people act like it's such a waste of time. And actually I completely disagree with that, because you see, you were not born just to answer emails, stress yourself out, and chase validations until you die. You were also born to laugh until your stomach hurts. Listen to music that changes your mood, create art, dance in your room, read books, admire sunsets, make videos, fall in love with life again. Some of the most healing moments in life look unproductive to other people, but they heal your nervous system. They reconnect you to yourself, and honestly, that matters more than people realize, because your soul needs joy too. Like, a lot of people are physically alive but spiritually exhausted, like me. I also like that sometimes. You can see it in their energy. You can see it. They wake up tired, they move through life disconnected, they stop dreaming, stop creating, stop feeling inspired. Yeah. Why? You're asking me why? Because they abandon the things that they love, And the saddest part is many people think joy has to be earned. No. Okay? That is no. The answer is no, okay? Joy is necessary. Like your soul, your soul needs beauty, your soul needs like inspirations. Your soul needs like moments that remind your life is more than survival. Yeah. Even if it is something small, like maybe your thing is like baking, painting, journaling, gardening, gaming, fashion. Maybe you're into fashion, maybe photography, maybe you love to watch anime, cartoons, maybe movies, making content, learning, nature walks, decorating a room. Or maybe you love to clean your house for some reason. Some people do have that kind of habits, maybe singing, whatever. So, you see, that is your thing. That is what you love to do. So do it. What stops you? So it does not need to make sense to other people sometimes. Like, if it makes you to feel alive, it matters. Like, stop abandoning yourself just because the world praises things that make money. Yeah. Like, I just let you guys know, like, there's this one situations that happened in my life, like, like, I really love to draw. Like, my passion, like my hobby is painting, and I love to do all painting, and I love to draw too. I love to draw all the anime or manhwa character. Like, I really love to draw that. Okay, and for some reason, when I try to open up about my hobby and like what I draw and all, like I still remember that my boss, like, he just laughed it out, obviously. Like, especially when I mentioned that I draw like anime, or I draw like like the comic character and anything. Like, yeah, he kind of say that it is a bit of waste of time. And you know what? I feel like that is a bit disrespectful. Obviously, I mean, it sounds very disrespectful for some people. Like, imagine if you have a hobby and someone just say that it is a bit waste of time. Like, okay, I'm a bit speechless. Okay, for some reason I am speechless by his reactions. But I don't want to mention about it again. But technically, these kind of people exist. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so yeah, So technically, this kind of person, this kind of weird behavior do exist, alright? Just to let you guys know. So yeah, but even though he said that it is such a waste of time, but deep down I know that I love that. I love to do that thing, alright? That's first. And I do not think that it is a waste of my time, because I do think that it makes my soul feel alive again. That's the thing. That's my childhood thing. Like, so, but no matter what comments that what outsiders say, just remember, everyone, okay? Remember, when you listen to this, okay, I want you to remember, no matter what people, what strangers say about your thing or anything, don't take it too hard. For real. Don't take it too hard. Because whatever they say, it won't dim your light inside. That's first. That's what a policy that I hold to myself, that I'm not gonna dim my light just for other people. Sorry. Even though you're my boss, I don't care. That's first. Okay? Yes. And I know some people have everything they thought they wanted, money, followers, like status, attention, and they are still deeply unhappy. I want you to remember that, because success without joy feels empty. Alright? I think one of the biggest lies people believe is, I will finally enjoy life later. What kind of lie that you're telling to yourself? Like, I will finally enjoy my life later when I lose my weight, maybe later when I gain my weight, later when they move out, later when they become successful, later when people approve of them, but life is actually happening right now. You are in the present, okay? Right now, okay? And if you don't learn how to enjoy your life in the present moment, you will keep moving the finish. Alright? You will keep moving the finish line forever. Okay? Like, you need to do it right now. Like, whatever that you love, okay? Like, your hobby, the thing that keeps you alive. You deserve to feel alive. You deserve to feel alive before you become your dream self. Okay? Not after. So give yourself a break. Rest. Do something that you love to do. Alright? Your hobby. It's okay to take a rest. Don't push yourself too hard, You know what real success looks like to me? Like waking up and actually liking your life. Feeling connected to yourself. Having moments throughout your day where you think that, wow, I am genuinely happy that I exist right now, at this moment. That is success. That is success, You need to stop waiting to be good enough. Okay? There's no term of being a good enough to start what you love to do. There's that kind of term does not exist in my dictionary. So do you. Okay? So do you. Alright? That kind of dictionary, that kind of term does not exist. Alright? A lot of people stop themselves from doing what they love because they're afraid of being bad at it. They have that kind of limitations mindset that they have in themselves. And I do understand that, because most people do have that kind of limitations mindset because of how they are brought up in their family, in the in their society around them, because, and honestly, that fear ruins you all, ruins them. It ruins so many lives of humans. Why am I saying in the third point of view? Okay, never mind. Alright, so people quit before they even begin. Alright? Because they're scared of judgment, But every talented person that you admire once started as, a beginner. Yeah. Every artist, every creator, every successful person, every entrepreneur, every whoever, every singer, person, a talented person, you know. Nobody starts amazing at first. You know, the difference is they allow themselves to try. That's the thing. That's the only difference. They are more daring. You know, please stop waiting to become perfect before you let yourself enjoy your life. That's the thing. You don't need to monetize every hobby. You don't need to become famous from it, you know. You don't need strangers online like validating it. Like, you are allowed to do things simply because they make yourself happy, and that is sufficient enough, you know. Yeah, like, that is enough. No, you know what's attractive? You know what is attractive right now? Someone who genuinely enjoys being alive. Not someone pretending to be perfect, but someone connected to themselves. So someone, you know, like, who romanticizing their life, who creates joy instead of waiting. Yeah, I want you guys to be like that, you know. That energy is so magnetic. Trust me, it is so good, you know. And I think people underestimate like how much your daily habits like shape your emotional, you know, state. Like, if every single day is only stress, you know, pressure, comparison, and, you know, survival, eventually your spirit becomes heavy. But you see, but when you intentionally like add little moments of joy into your life every single day, you start glowing differently. For real, you start glowing differently, trust me. Alright, that's what I did. Alright, because every 20 minutes a day doing something that you love can change your energy, because you are reminding yourself that, okay, my happiness matters the most. Okay, my happiness matters. You tell this to yourself. Alright, so this is your reminder to stop treating joy like a reward. Okay, stop treating your hobby like a reward. Okay, stop postponing your happiness. Do the things that make you feel alive now. Wear the outfit, start the channel, you know. Okay, watch the drama, watch the movie, whatever. Draw the art, draw the painting, whatever. Read the book. Up to you. Okay, take the picture, dance, sing, create, explore, go, hike, go. I don't care what is your hobby. I don't care what kind of activities that you really love. Just do it. Just do it. Okay? Because you see, life is not about becoming someone. Alright? It is about experiencing being someone. Alright? And if today you make time for something that you genuinely love, you know, that is not small. That is a win, you know? Like, because in a world where so many people are, you know, disconnected from themselves, like, you chose to stay connected to yourself every single day, and that is powerful. Do you know that? So please remember, like, a beautiful life is built in in a daily moments, not just a huge achievements, you know, and doing something that you love every day. That already means that you are winning, you know. Remember, your life becomes beautiful the moment that you stop waiting for permissions to enjoy it. Remember that. So I guess that's it for today's, you know, because I am so tired. I need to take a shower right now because I smells terrible now.